Yesterday, Joe Biden sent Hunter on a search and destroy mission to 86 the party that cooed him. Hunter says Obama's cabal is filled with washed-up has-beens who cost his daddy re-election. And he struck a nerve because the Chicago boys came out firing at the big guy and the little guy.
It's 3 hours of Hunter playing the victim, and he rages at us, and he rages at Axelrod and Clooney.
You were a liability. You should be ashamed of the ways in which you made your father's political life worse. And the idea that we're going to listen to you now, give me a break.
These Obama guys covered up for Hunter for 4 years, covered up the laptop, said there was no crime there, said he was just an addict who loved his daddy. And now they call him a sleazy liability. And now they're also also, your dad was sleepy.
Hunter's on a tour right now. And just going forward, I think the lesson to learn is because hopefully we're not going to have an 80-something-year-old geriatric candidate again.
There's some other weird he said he blames the debate on the Biden staff, saying they gave him Ambien on his foreign trip. But Biden got back from the G7 on June 14th. The debate was June 27th.
A lot of Ambien.
If Ambien was the issue, I don't think it's Ambien, it's age.
Joe was a lucky skeleton who stumbled into the White House with a sack full of COVID mail-in ballots. And the left was pumped because they could just auto-pen their wish list into law during nap time. But auto-pen Jr.'s on the warpath. And he's calling the Obama boys grifters, still dining out on the Messiah's legacy. Then the Obama bros went low, and I mean real low. They compared Hunter to the monster himself.
It's just utter lack of self-awareness.
It's the shamelessness that really gets you in the end.
Well, I saw one quote he said, we all talk about the incredible popularity of Barack Obama. Barack Obama never got more than 69 million votes. My dad got 81 million votes. Dude, now you sound like Donald Trump.
George Clooney's not an actor. The low-rated Jake Tapper. It's amazing to watch people become the thing that they claim to be the savior from.
After they lost in a landslide, the best and brightest Democrat minds said they needed their own Trump. Then Hunter busts back onto the scene and starts laying the wood to the establishment like Trump did in 2016. And they all circled the wagons around the establishment like Barack Obama was Jeb Bush. And now the whole party's running for cover.
So these comments yesterday by Hunter Biden going after a wide swath of people in the Democratic Party, are those productive at the moment?
I missed it. I'm not tuned in to Hunter's ravings.
Senator, do you have any reaction to the Hunter Biden clips yesterday?
No, I haven't. I don't pay attention to what Hunter Biden says.
I understand the personal pain that Hunter Biden is experiencing on all sorts of fronts, but I don't think it's constructive right now to engage in this backward-looking, finger-pointing.
Well, ignoring the problem isn't going to make it go away. There's a growing insurgency on the left. You got the bitter Biden faction and the squad and their commie Mondami wing. There's a civil war brewing, and every Democrat's getting drafted whether they like it or not. No one is safe. AOC's coming for Chuck Schumer, and she's got backup in the House.
I think that Chuck Schumer was a very skilled legislator under Biden to pass legislation, but that's not what the times call for. Right now, the times call for someone who's going to stand up to Donald Trump.
Democrats are losing so much blood from all this backstabbing that they're sitting on death's door. Weak, woke, and broke. Look at that. The DNC can't even raise money anymore. Kamala wasted $1.5 billion in 4 months. But just like any problem the Democrats see, their only solution is to just throw more money at it. Fang Fang's Beijing fling, who said, "I'm not a real man," is a Kamala simp. He says Harris would have won if we'd just gotten to know her.
Most people say that the biggest mistake that Kamala Harris made was saying that she wouldn't do anything different than Joe Biden when she went on The View. I don't think that was the biggest mistake. And candidates, trip up all the time. I think the mistake was that there were many days that would pass before she did another major interview.
Her handlers hit her because she was a cackling gaffe machine. And the more voters saw, the less they liked her. But some dead-enders in Hollywood say America missed out on Mrs. Lincoln.
I still think about Kamala and how I think she would have been a good choice. I don't care what they say, because she would have done what Lincoln did. Liz Cheney would have been Secretary of State.
Team of rivals.
Yeah, team of rivals.
While Kamala's California dreaming, the party's begging Barack to get off of his Adirondack chair and start a revolution.
I think if we are in a moment of crisis and you've ever led this country, you should still care about this country enough to be out there. I've had this crazy thought that if every time Donald Trump did something crazy or said something crazy, Barack Obama should have like a press conference or something. If you care about this country, and if you were president, I assume you do, you should, be doing a little bit more if you are calling on others to do this.
Obama told Democrats to get tough, and Democrats are like, what about you, coach? We've seen you once in 6 months, and it was on your wife's podcast, telling little boys they need gay mentors. And when the Clinton vets say it's getting embarrassing, they would know. Quote, constipated, leaderless, confused, a cracked out clown car, divided. These are the words I hear my fellow Democrats using to describe our party as of late. The truth is, they're not wrong. The Democratic Party is in shambles. What have Democrats been doing for the last 6 months besides singing, dancing, firebombing Teslas, and pretending to care about Jeffrey Epstein? They've spent more time talking about Stephen Colbert than the cost of living and health care. If Trump's really a dictator and destroying democracy, why are Democrats having margaritas with illegals?
That's just my lack of faith in the Democrats. You know what I mean? I just don't see them having the team or the message to win in the midterms. I think we've seen and realized that Trump being bad is not good enough. Mm-hmm. Trump being a liar is not good enough.
You got to offer something better.
That's it.
Liberals have become the pariah that they tried to convince you Trump was. And now we're witnessing a therapy session by showbiz millionaires who claim they're the real victims.
The shows that you now seek to cancel, censor, and control, a not insignificant portion of that $8 billion value came from those shows. Go yourself! Yourself! Just go yourself! Everybody!
Democrats are throwing themselves a pity party for a fired millionaire who was losing CBS $40 million a year. When the Keystone Pipeline workers got laid off by AutoPen, or the soldiers were fired for not getting vaxxed, Democrats said, too bad. But a guy making $20 million a year is told his show's over, and they show up and mourn him like it's an open casket funeral.
On Friday, Donald Trump posted, I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. How dare you, sir? Would an untalented man be able to compose the following satirical witticism? Go yourself.
TDS is when you lose the company tens of millions of dollars and then get fired and blame Trump. You know how you can turn it all around? You doge half your staff, tell a bunch of Hillary jokes. It wouldn't kill you, although she might. And bring on some different guests. Maybe a Republican for once, or maybe Hunter. Now that's a late show America would watch. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.